What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this one, we're going to be reviewing the long-awaited and coveted CT Hush Baiman. Not Batman, Baiman. Listen, I've been trying to review this thing for a while, ever since I got it. Since this weekend. I got it on Friday, I believe. And I've been trying to get to this thing for the whole weekend. But finally I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this done and see what the fuss is all about. See what makes this so good and why. I mean, I saw it. I saw the look. I saw the MouthX version. And I saw how, good it looked. The blue and gray. I wish I had the blue and gray instead of the black and gray. That's my favorite color for Batman. But, hey. They started off with this one. I want to give it a shot and see how it is. I did not like the cape. I didn't like how the cape was so big and, engulfed the entire body. I get it, but no, I did not want so much of a cape. But anyway, we'll see how this goes. Now, also, this is the first time ever I have received a box looking like this from CT. My very first time getting such a damaged box. It was wrapped up in bubble wrap and all that stuff like they would normally do, but it's like when it gets to customs, man, they just do whatever they want to do sometimes with customs, man. It's like, God, dog, dude. But anyway, we're going to take a look and see what this thing is all about, especially with this whole gargoyle stand right here. And oh, yeah, I like that. That's nice. All right, we're going to take a look at it, and let's see if we can have some fun with this CT Hush Baiman, number 126. Let's do this. All right, here he is out of the packaging. And he has quite a few accessories, which I appreciate. So let's take a look. I'll take some of the stuff out. But you've got the face, where he's gritty, the gritty face. You have a grappling line, a smaller grappling line, like it's almost coming out. You got these, okay, yeah. You got these little things that hook onto it. You got these batarangs that just fell out. Right there. And that's just, stuff he can hold. He's got these little, I guess, the whatever you want to call them. He's got these little blades that you put in between his knuckles. You can, hold on, focus on that. There we go. Right and left hand. It's got some fist hands, and those right there. These are where you can put those batarangs and the grappling line. So there, he's got the grip holding hand or gripping hands, whatever. He's got the relaxed hands, I guess, and this is open hand for, I don't know, maybe he's about to grab somebody. He's flying through the air, falling through the air with style. I don't know, flying with style, whatever. All right, so those are the accessories there. And we'll definitely change some of that stuff out. But for right now, we're going to take a look at this figure. Because finally, the Baiman, the Batman has come out. Now, look, I know it's a knockoff. I know some folks don't like this stuff. I get it. But one thing you cannot do is you cannot look at this stuff and say it's bad quality. Now, I haven't looked at everything about the figure yet, so maybe we'll find some things. But one thing you cannot do is say, oh, it's bad quality, because what you will find is that you'll have some figures that are official, coming from Hasbro or McFarlane, whatever, officially licensed figures, giving you imperfections that would normally be statistically seen in a knockoff. And folks say, oh, man, because it's a knockoff, man, that's why I don't fool with them. And look at the joints and all this. And like, hold on, wait now. Let's not get it twisted. When's the last time look at your last Hasbro figure? Did you see any kind of paint mishaps? Let's look at that Psylocke figure. Huh? It has paint mishaps on the left leg and some other parts of the body. Let's just be real about this. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. So if you, say, hey, man, I don't fool with that because it's a knockoff, well, you really can't say that because, if the knockoff has the same thing that the official official figure would have, then you can't say it's because of a knockoff. You really just have to say it's because it was just poorly done. That's it. It's poorly done. It had nothing to do with it being a knockoff. If your official figure has the same issue or have issues that you think a knockoff would have, you basically would just have to say it's a bad or a poorly done figure. All right, let's take a look at this guy. As you can see, this cape is wired and it covers my boy. This man has a blanket on. He is wrapped up in a blanket. This man got sent from his parents from Wayne Manor into a cradle or a basket with a bat cape on. Then take care of my son. They're good people, Bruce. They wish to be. They only lack the light. Or maybe the night. So I need you to become the dark knight. Get it? All right. Anyway, let's take a look here. Let's get a little closer look at this guy. Good looking face. Good looking body. Now, I did see one person post on Reddit saying that CT cooked so good, they cooked them too long. And they were talking about the legs here. And the legs do have a darker paint on it right here on the thigh. I mean, I'm looking at it as maybe it's just shadowing instead of them, doing too much. I think it's just shadowing. But, correct me if I'm wrong if you can see that. But I don't think you really can in this light. But he looks good. He's got the utility belt that moves up and down. Let's take a look at his torso. Ooh, wait a minute. Look at that. All right. Dang. Shoot. Okay. I don't see any issues there. You can swivel left and right. Okay. Of course, you got the double jointed elbows. Yeah, you do see that pin there. Some folks say, "Oh, my fix don't do that." Well, look, my Black Panther show his pins. I don't know. Maybe more so not. Maybe more so, you don't see the pins on the Mofex, but I mean, I understand your point. I get it. But yeah, you see the pin. So if you see lists like here, you don't be so quick to say, "Oh, that must be a knockoff because you don't see pins on Mofexes." I mean, you can. It's a possibility. You can do it. All right, you got the bicep swivel. Yes, sir. Look, he's like Batman trying to ride, kind of swerve the Batmobile a little bit. Okay, joints looking good. Barely see the pin on the right. Okay, knees. Barely see the pin right there, but that's a good knee. Barely, yeah, a good knee. Let me see. Is it the belt or is it not? That man's got that big old muscle right there that's preventing too much articulation there. He's got that toe joint there. Oh, yeah. And, of course, he can swivel like a mug. And he can do a nice little, I'm doing a dragon kick, back kick, whatever to kick the door in. There you go. Solid though. I'm gonna go drop down hip there. Look like my, what did I do? Something happened. There it is. There it is. Went too far with it. Went too far with it. Pop that back in there. There we go. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. Had to put him back in there. But yeah, he's got the drop down. You just put him back in there. Pop it right back in there in the socket. Everything moves accordingly. But let's see. Let's take a look at the splits. Boom. So there's what you're working with. Joint right here. This actually should be inside. Just need to pop that. There you go. Twist it like that. And then there it is. Twist it in there. There. That's how it's supposed to be. So, yeah. Just pop it in there. That pops out. Got the drop down hips. Boom. Works out nicely. Good. Man, okay. All right. Now, when I opened this thing, he had a loud paint smell. But let's see what we can do here just right off. See what kind of posing we can do with this big, ridiculous cape. Oh, my gosh, dude. And look, right off the bat, the man can just pose. But, of course, his cape is on the wall, so he's cheating a whole lot. And I doubt he's standing on his own. But let's just raise this up a bit and see what he talking about. What you talking about, Bat? I think he is standing on his own. Wait a minute. No, that cape is definitely helping. It's definitely helping. Oh, man. But I like that look, man. He can look. Let's see. Let's look up this far. You can look down that far. Look at the back of his neck. You can, do a little of that action there. Overall, I'll say, man, this is nice, man. This is coming out pretty nice here. I can't say there's any fault in this figure right now. I mean, yeah, the leg popped off, but I mean, you can pop the leg off. You can do that with almost any figure. How many times have people had the issues with, oh my gosh, that No Way Home, Tom Holland, folks popping off arms, breaking them, not just popping them off, breaking them. Folks getting multiple Tom Holland No Way Home figures because the thing kept breaking. Well, what you gonna say? Oh man, that's because what? Nothing you really can say. It was an official figure, and they bought more of them. Can't say if a knockoff had the same issue that it was because of knockoff. No, it was just poorly made. That's all you have to get. That's all you can say. But yes, big, ridiculous cape, man. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with all that cape. Trying to pose this guy, man. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. All right, let's put something in his hand. Let's see what we can do. Because Batman looks like he is like, all right, you got me out here. I want to go ahead and perch on my gargoyle or something. Well, let me see if I can just kind of get him to pose like this, maybe. Looking like he's ready. I'm going to cheat a little bit. That's not gonna work. There it is. That looks ugly, but his toe hinge is doing something for me. There we go. That's something like that. All right, let's see what kind of accessories we can put on this man. Let's do the, I definitely want to see about this grappling line. And I want to see about, you got the smaller one too. Let's see how that's going to look. But I want to see about these here. These here plug into this, I believe. So let's try that out. So he's got that little hole right there. And there, of course, you can change his hand out. But let's see what happens. You can probably put it right here. It has to be this, right? Okay, it's not that. The hole is not there. So what do you do with this? What do you do with this thing right here? Hold on, we got to figure that out. Like, why is that even there? Does it plug into his hand somewhere? I don't see it. Why? Okay, it's not, and it's nothing that plugs in. It's just a batarang. That's all it is. Just a batarang. I'm thinking too much into it. It's just a batarang. I'm thinking it plugged into the grapple, but no, it's just the ears, I guess. Lame. Won't ever use it. But, he has these other ones that you can just put in his hand to throw around. So, not too many times do I use batarangs. But let's check this out. Let's do the small one first. And like so. That's it. You don't have to go too deep. It's pretty sturdy. And then you just put it on Batman. This is his right hand. That came off easy. Boom. There you go. So now he's ready to blast off like Team Rocket. Boom. Easy posing. That cape does help. But he's got a lot of it. It's like, dude, you gotta do better than that, honestly. That's a lot going on with that cape. By the way, this backdrop came from the Batman with the bat pod. Yeah. That was great. So I'm glad McFarlane threw that in there because that worked out pretty well. Now I get a chance to use it again. Okay, so we'll keep that on and then we'll turn this, take this out. This is very rubbery. So it's not die cast or anything like that. It's just rubbery. Don't stand there for a second. Go. I don't matter if it there. There you go. And now we're gonna put on the longer one. See how that works out. Boom. That's it. That is it. You don't have to do too much of anything. Just put it in there and there. It's snug. And boom. And he is ready to swing, to go into the air like so. And he is, let me see, like that maybe. Cape is out and looks pretty good, right? Huh? He probably wouldn't do that. Probably like this maybe. It looks pretty good, right? I probably messed it up, but there you go. And Batman is swinging through Gotham City. Nice. Let's just throw something in here. Let's do another one here. The hands are coming out nice and easy. I like that. Let's put in these things. Ah, what the freak. Wrong hand. Boom. There you go. So now, he's about to just slap, crunch, and slice somebody, because that's pretty good. All right, so overall, man, you got to tell them, let me take this off, because this is, you don't want this to get broken or bent or anything. But okay, come on out. Come on out. Thank you. Overall, man, you got to take a look at this guy. He looks good, man. I mean, like I said, if you see any black spots right here, I guess like blacker on his back right here, like this part is darker than every other part, I would have to say just because of just, some shadowing or whatever they're doing, because it's like it's purposely done on certain parts. It's not like on every part of his body. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think. See, I just see it here on his thigh. And I don't see it anywhere else, but I like the nice tread on his boots. Good. Really, really good, man. This is nice. CT did a good job. Okay, I think, this. I mean, you can put your imagination to work here on all the various different things you can do with this guy, because he can really, really look like he is like in the air doing some amazing things. Not as amazing as Spider-Man, but amazing enough. Like, all right, so let's put this stand to work with the gargoyle, and then we're going to call this video. All right, first I want to show you what the gargoyle stand looks like. There it is. Looks pretty good. I like that. All right, and then the typical Mafex stand, the Mafex-esque stand you would get. Come on now, how you open this thing? There's supposed to be some type of, there it is, I see it. I don't like ripping it open if I don't have to. I like to put stuff back in there. But then you got the typical, this you can put on there. You got the clips you can put on there. All right. So you got your regular stand you can put on, or we're going to use the gargoyle stand. Now you'll have him either perched on there without it. Maybe he'll kind of just stand here looking down, or just, stand there. Maybe just, the light, the bat symbol is up, and he's just kind of just looking. And, wait, hold on. Like that. See that? Real easy to pose. Real easy to pose. Where's that batarang? Let me see here. There you go. He's standing on that gargoyle. And like I said, man, this cape is really helping out his stance in case you're having issues, what have you. But pop it up some, and there it is. Let you know that the cape was definitely helping. We may move him this way and we kind of look up a little bit, because the helicopter is looking at Batman and like, hey, stop right there. And he's like, man, go sit down somewhere. Let's see if we can get him up. let's go ahead and employ the help of the cape since you're here. There you go. Just employed the help of the cape. And now I think I just dropped the batarang because I heard the thing fall. Hold on 1 second here. No, I didn't. There's something else that fell. I'm not sure what it was. Anyway, we have all the stuff that we need. But yes, look at that guy. So without the backdrop, you just want him to stand up a little bit. You got something like this that you can work with. Now, let me see. Of course, you can always use the stand to help him stand up, but we don't need to really do that. But let's just throw that in here just because. Which would you use? You got to use the bigger portion. Bam. Boom. All right. And then you have it like this. And then since there's no hole in the back, this batarang just came out because it just held in his hands a little bit. You just go and break this stuff apart. Put these jokers on however you feel like it. There's no set way to do it. Hold on. And there you go. Now the stand is doing all the work. And you can just put this out as far as you want to put it out. See how we can make this work here because it's wired right here. All the different lines you see on the cape is where the wire is. Wire there, wire here, wire here. And you just have this thing up like this. And there you go. Boom. He is standing there. Turn his knee how you want to be. Boom. Put that batarang back in there. Boom. There it is. Baiman is ready. Nice upward view. Now, of course, you can have him looking downward or have you. And the last thing we need to do with this is change out the head. Let's do that. And there it is. He's looking upset because somebody just got away in some type of aircraft. He's standing there and the Joker got away on the helicopter or whatever it is. And he's like, ugh. But he's up there and he wants to give to him. And maybe, just maybe, we'll change this out and I guess finish it with the grapple. Let's try that out. Let's throw this grapple on. Let's do this real quick while we're on the camera. We're just going to plug this right up in here. Right there. Easy. And plug it in his hand. Oh, I'm messing up the stand. Boom. And then now he's like shooting that way. And there it is. It's like, nope, you're not going to get away from me. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am the winged scourge that makes your cereal soggy. Yeah, I know that's a Darkwing Duck reference, but hey, it doesn't matter. There it is. Boom. Baiman is like, he is on the prowl. That's a good look. I like that. I'm going to take a picture of that. That's a good look. What'd you think, man? This is a pretty good looking figure, yo. I like this, man. With the backdrop, it looks great, man. You can do whatever you want to do with this. So, hey, man, give it a shot, man. Funly Toy Store on AliExpress. They've been coming through. I mean, every time they come out the figure, it's been a banger. They got the new Spider-Man, my new, Kane, or what they call it, the Scarlet Neighbor. That's coming out, or that's coming to me pretty soon. It should be here any day now. That's looking pretty good. I like the Superior Spider-Man thing they got going on. That looks pretty good. Dude, CT is doing an amazing job. I get it, man. If you don't like the whole knockoff game, I understand. I really do. But what you don't want to do is make it seem like, well, what you don't want to do for sure is you don't want it to talk down about these, but then at the same time justify exorbitant amount or exorbitant pricing, unnecessary pricing for some of these other figures, right? These overpriced figures that are out here. It doesn't matter if it's MopX, SH Figuarts, especially SH Figuarts at $99 now for some of their stuff. Come on, I know everything has kind of gone up, but bro, come on. Look, $80 now is like a standard for you? Ugh, seriously. But yes, don't knock down these, but then advocate for the overpriced figures. And then the overpriced figures have some of the same hiccups and issues that the knockoffs would have. Don't do that. Don't do that, because every figure, whether it's official or not, has some type of imperfection on there that will make you say, I need to take this back, or I need to touch it up or fix something. Almost every one of them has something like that. You rarely get like a 110 out of 10 figure. There's something. Paint mishap on the face. Matter of fact, let's go look at his face really quick. Let's take him off the stand and let's get him a closer look at his face. Look at the teeth. Let's back up a little bit so you won't hit the camera. Look at the teeth. The head sculpt, of course, the cowl, that's just going to be, whatever. But the teeth, shall we even get closer? Right? This one. I don't think we need to say anything about that. I mean, it's pretty simple. What you're looking at is the body and the face. You take a look at the bat symbol. Paint applications, nice. No issues here. Torso, not twisted looking. It's the way it should be. Without the cape. Hold on, let's take this off again. Move. Thank you. Without the cape, which, with it up, take a look one more time. No, there it is. Got the rotator. Is that it? Is that something you want to look at? The rotator? Nope. Does it look just like that one? Or does it? Oh, I see. This one's a little inward. Okay. Boom. And then there. Crosses over pretty nicely. Look at that articulation there. Up, down, all around, legs. Okay, this is the one where the leg popped off, and you see it's still doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, because you can pop it off and pop it back on. This cape, and this cape. Oh, it's his own character, man. It's like Spawn. Spawn's cape. There it is. And now you see that nice little view of the pin. Yeah, okay, you can say that. I don't like the pin showing, okay, but you don't necessarily have to see the pin showing. So far, I believe this is a win. I believe it's all a win. Whether you want to get the regular hands, on there to do whatever, maybe he's like falling down, and like, no, that could work. However you want to work it out, man. But this is ridiculous. This cape, let me back up some, because this cape is so, oh my gosh. So he's falling, and his cape is just, and he's like trying not to hit the gargoyle. Alfred! Alfred! No, son. Dang it. What happened, Bruce? Shoot. My head. What happened, Alfred? Alfred. I can't get there, sir. Well, I'll just go ahead and go to sleep here at night on this street corner here. Just there. Call me when you got me. And there you go. Batman's he's put to bed now. There you go. All right, folks, let me know what you think. That's the end of this video. It's ridiculous, but yes, I like it. It's really, really cool. So let me know what you think. Use the gargoyle as a pillow. Let me know. Are you trying to get something like this? Do you have the original version? Would you get something like this just to have a backup for your original? I know I would. If I spend a bunch of money on that thing and then I see that I can get an equivalent like this for $30 or so, heck yeah. I'd definitely get a backup and pose the mess out of this thing and do all the different fun, customizing whatever with this one to let the other one sit in the case. But hey, let me know what you think about these things. All right, like I said, thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it. Have fun collecting, yo, because collecting is fun. Later days.